Welcome to Hello Baltimore County. I'm your host, Ellen Kobler. Winter weather is here, and that means expensive heating bills that can be a serious challenge, especially to low-income families, seniors, and people with disabilities. Baltimore County's Deputy Director of Social Services, Mark Millspaugh, is here to explain the home energy programs that can help people in need. Thank you so much for joining us today.
No problem. Happy to be here.
Tell us about the county's Office of Home Energy Programs.
So the Office of Home Energy Programs is part of the Baltimore County Department of Health and Human Services. The main office is located on York Road at 6401 York Road at the Drumcastle Government Center. The office provides assistance with energy assistance bills, helps people avoid turn-off notices, and one thing people don't know is that the goal is for people to pay less than 6% of their total income on energy costs.
Oh, is that
and lots
right?
of people in our county are below that level, but many are above that, paying above 6% of their income.
Wow. So if somebody is in a situation where their energy bills are very challenging, how do they apply? Who's eligible? And what should they know about whether to contact you?
Sure. So we try to make ourselves as accessible as possible. There are 6 ways that you can apply.
All right.
The easiest way is to go online. On our website, you'll be directed to a application website where you can put in your information, and we are able to process those applications. You'll receive a letter from us or contact by phone if we need additional information, and you don't have to come into the office at all. Another way to apply is to come into the office, and we recommend that for people whose power is off already or for those who have a turn-off notice.
Okay, and that would be from BGE.
Correct.
And it has a different color code
Correct.
at the top.
So nobody wants to receive one of these bills.
No.
Normally our BG&E bills come with a green logo and green heading. A turn-off notice comes with a pink heading, and it's basically notifying the individual that they owe a past due amount, and they've scheduled them for their power to be disconnected.
Okay.
So if a constituent gets one of those turn-off notices, we recommend that they come into the office. We have the ability to request a 55-day extension from BG&E or whoever their energy provider is. Mm-hmm. That allows us time to work with the constituent to get all the information we need to determine if they're eligible for assistance.
Okay, how else can they apply?
So other ways to apply are by mail. You can download an application off the website and mail that into us. Another way is to do it by fax. And then the final way is to send it by email.
Okay, and if somebody doesn't have easy access to a computer themselves, they can always go to a Baltimore County Public Library.
They can go to a library,
and the librarian can assist them with getting to this.
And then the final way, the 6th way that we do offer, if an individual is homebound, we do have staff who can go out and meet them in their home and take the application that way.
Okay, and so who tends to be eligible? Are there certain criteria?
There are. So eligibility is based on certain income levels. Those change regularly based on federal rules. And so my recommendation is anyone who has a turn-off notice or their power is off should definitely apply. Those who are struggling to pay their bill, we know the heating bills and electric bills can be high. Generally, the benefits are for people that are just above the federal poverty level. So
Okay.
for a family of 4, that's roughly $25,000 or so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how are these programs funded?
So the programs, there are numerous different programs that are part of the package. So there are 4, 3 have been in existence for a long time. 1 is new this year. The first program is called MEAP, the Maryland Energy Assistance Program. That's a program that funds the heating bill, the heating portion of the person's utility bill.
Okay.
So for many people that's gas, for some people that's oil, some people that's electric. MEAP is funded by federal funds. It's the Low Income Heating and Energy Assistance Program that the federal government funds. Those dollars are allocated to each state, and then the state allocates those dollars to the eligible residents in each community. The benefit is determined annually, so you may get a different benefit amount this year than you got last year based on how much money the federal government allocates to the program. A second program is the Electric Universal Services Program, EUSP. That's a program that was created by the state of Maryland when we deregulated the energy industry. And all of us who pay our BG&E bills will see a line on our bill. It may be 25 cents or 50 cents a month that you're paying as part of your bill. That money goes into a fund that is used to help people with their electricity bills.
Okay,
And
sounds
so-
like a good cause, yeah.
Yeah, it is. That program funds, helps people pay their electricity portion of their utility bill. And then the third program is an electricity arrearage program. So that's a
Right.
program for people who are behind on their bills. They have at least a $300 arrearage that they owe, and we can provide assistance up to $2,000 to help clear that back amount that they owe. The eligibility for that is once every 7 years. So it's
Okay.
really meant to be a safety net for people who maybe became unemployed. We saw a lot of this during the recession when people lost jobs, lost one job, lost the second job. They would end up with high bills, and they would come in, and we were able to help them get through the recession by
Okay.
paying those arrearage bills. So that arrearage is for the electricity. The newest program is an arrearage program for gas. That is new this year. We don't yet have details on what the benefit amount for that will be, but it will help people who have past due amounts for oil and gas for their bills.
Especially relevant in the winter. So
Correct.
for the other programs, what tends to be the average benefit for a
So
family?
for the heating assistance and the electricity assistance, the average benefit is around $500 each. That is paid for the entire year. So it's not per month. That you apply for the assistance, you can apply at any time, but you get the benefit for that program year.
Okay.
The program year runs from July 1st through June 30th. So if you apply anytime during that year, you may be eligible to receive around $500 for heating and around $500 for electricity, which will then help reduce your costs going forward. I forgot to mention, to participate in the program, you also have to agree to sign up for budget billing, which spreads the cost of your energy and heating costs over the course of the entire year. So those benefits are about $500 each. The arrearage benefit, as I said, we can pay up to $2,000, but the average is around $800.
Okay, so if somebody wants to take advantage of this, they need to contact your office.
Correct.
Are there additional benefits if someone qualifies?
Those are the core benefits that are part of the Office of Home Energy programs. There are many other programs that we refer to. Most people who come in receive referrals to other services. One of the main ones we refer to is the Fuel Fund of Maryland. In Baltimore County, that's operated by the Community Action Agency, CAN, Community Action Network. So we refer to them. They have access to additional dollars that are separate from the funds that we use for the programs I mentioned, but they help package. When you put them together as a package, people can really make inroads in reducing their heating and energy costs.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so very much for the work that you do to help people and for being with us today to tell us about the benefits that are available.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Sure. Sure. And thank you for watching Hello Baltimore County. Remember to connect with Baltimore County government on all of our social media platforms.